You. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So, we doing the video. We doing part 2 of the NBA playoffs. Right now, the game is currently on. As OKC right now is beating all the hell out of goddamn the Memphis Grizzlies right now. I mean, the game wasn't even really competitive after halfway through the first quarter. But anyway, well, I guess we'll start it off with OKC and the Grizzlies, man. I think OKC is definitely going to win this series. That would have been my prediction for them to win this series. But it's going to be a tough series, even though they are getting the hell beat out of them right now. I don't see Memphis struggling like this again in this whole series. But, you just got to salute OKC today. They came out ready to play. But anyway, I think the series will go six games because Memphis not going to lay down. They're going to get a game or two in Memphis. So, and I think they'll probably steal one on the road. So I think it'll go 6 games. All right, so let's get to the next game. Next game is you know what time it is. It's the boys. The boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. The Boston Celtics versus the Orlando Magic. Now listen, man. I think this is going to be a tough series for the Boston Celtics, man. Like I was saying in my last video. 3 teams that over these years, over the last, I want to say 2 to 3 years, have been really giving us been giving us a run for our money. Orlando Magic, the OKC Thunder, and the Detroit Pistons. Okay, so it just kind of is what it is. With this series, man, I think it's going to be a tough series, man. I think these games are going to be close. Each of these games are going to be close. The health for Jaylen Brown is definitely, we're definitely going to be looking at that for sure, especially with his knee problems. But I think Boston is just a better team. At the end of the day, the games are going to be close. I see for Tatum to really definitely have him a big series in this particular series, and I got Boston winning this in about 5 to 6 games. If it's 5 games, I definitely see them being close each game. So it is what it is. But I got 5 or 6 with the Orlando Magic. I want to say 5 though. I think Boston's gonna get them boys up out of there and be ready to get some rest for the first round. They could sweep them though. Now Boston on their shit for real, they can sweep these boys. You know what I'm saying? They definitely can sweep these boys and be up out of there in 4 games waiting on the next opponent. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next series. The next series is the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Miami Heat. Listen, man, I'm going to keep it a dollar bean with y'all. I don't see the Miami Heat being able to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. I think they'll these games will somewhat be close, but this one right here is definitely going 5 games, all right? I just don't believe in Bam and Tyler Hero to be your guys. They're definitely going to need a lot of the role players. Here's an opportunity where the Heat actually, the games that they might win or they will win are games where guys like Terry Rozier is having a good game. Wiggins is having a good game. You got Duncan Robinson. He probably hitting them threes and shit like that. And if they're going to need them role players to really come through and step up to the plate. If Tyler Hero or Bam is not getting it done. You see what I'm saying? But, Miami Heat has a great collective of guys, but, they don't really have a guy that's really, that's going to go out there and go get that. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and put the team on the back. They don't really have that as to what a guy like Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland, as we've seen with him in multiple times, he can kind of put the team on his back a little bit. So, like I said, I think the addition with Hunter, I think that was his name, right? Devontae Hunter or something like that, they got from Atlanta. I think he's definitely going to be tremendous as far as defensively and with his ability to be able to shoot the 3 ball. As far as Jaren Allen, I think he's going to be good in this series. Like I said, man, I just don't Max Strus. This is going to be interesting because he's going against his former team. So that's definitely going to be interesting. So we'll definitely be watching out for that. But I got the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, pulling this shit off in 5. I think they get Miami all the way up out of there. It might be a sweep. But I'll probably see Miami. If they don't pull off game 1 today, I'll probably see them pulling off a game in Miami. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All right, so let's go to the main event of the night. The Houston Rockets versus the Golden State Warriors. Listen, man, let me tell y'all right now, straight up and down, I got Golden State pulling this off, man. I got Golden State with the upset. I just believe in Jimmy Butler in the playoffs is going to raise this game to a tremendous level. Steph Curry and them boys. The key is going to be Draymond. As long as Draymond is not fucking acting a goddamn fool out there, you need Draymond to play with that level of intensity. But as long as he's not, be acting an ass and shit, damn near costing his team points by getting technical fouls and shit like that, I think they'll be fine. But this Rockets team is a tough team, man. Ime got them boys playing, man. Let's give a round of applause to Ime Udoka, man, and the Houston Rockets, man. Keep it a dollar bean. He got a lot of them dudes over there playing hard. We already know what Fred VanVleet is on. You know what I'm saying? He on bullshit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He coming through big stepping. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like that team, man, what they got. They got the Thomas kid. They got Jalen Green. Yeah, man, they got the big man, the European dude. I think he's European or he's Spanish or something. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot his name, though. But anyway, they got him. He's been coming up of his own this year, had a great year, actually. So, like I said, man, they definitely have the team. I'm just rolling with experience on this one. You know what I mean? The Houston Rockets is the second best team in the West. Yeah, it is Houston, right? Yeah, OKC. Yeah, Houston. Yeah. Houston, and then the fuck was 3? Oh, Lakers. But yeah, man, yeah, they had a tremendous year, man. So I don't know. They could pull this. They could pull it off. You know what I'm saying? I would be more shocked if the Houston Rockets actually pulled this off compared to, with Jimmy Butler and them boys. Now, listen, they definitely have a deeper team. And this is something that I talked about with the Timberwolves and the Lakers. Like, on paper and from what I've been seeing throughout the season, the Timberwolves have the better team. They have a better team. They're definitely more than capable of beating the Lakers. Will the NBA allow the Lakers to get knocked out in the first round? I don't think so. All right. Now, on paper, the Houston Rockets pretty much have the better team all around. They have more guys that they can get quality production from. As to where the Warriors, they really only have 2 guys that you can really count on that's going to get you some buckets for real. Anybody else, we'll just have to see what happens. You know what I mean? They're going to definitely need some kind of help. But I see Steph and Jimmy Butler, man, having big games, and some of the role players just, having decent games. They don't have to have great games, but just decent games. Obviously, rebound, assists, things like that. Hustle plays, not turning the ball over, things like that. I think if they do those kind of things, they'll be fine. But like I said, man, I definitely got belief in Jimmy Buckets, all right, in the playoffs, and Steph Curry, man. So I'm rolling with that, man. I got the Golden State Warriors, man, probably pulling this one off in 7, man. They might pull this one off in 7, 6 or 7. But this is definitely going to be a long series and a very entertaining series as well. So I'm definitely excited for this. But anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all got. I know I'm late on the part 2 part. It is what it is. I had a long night last night. So it is what it is. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones, shout out to new ones, man. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. We out of here, y'all. One.